Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praises and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yasharala that rule well. And salutations to you, Achim, out there in the highways and the byways, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. And, this is going to be today's lesson is going to be basically on trying spirits. Because we recently had some dude, come to right here in GMS Chicago. Since we have so many brothers, we separate in little groups and go out and preach. And some dude ended up going to some of the brothers that were right there on Roosevelt.
No, in Hyde Park.
In Hyde Park, which is
by the Museum of Science and Industry.
By the Museum of Science and Industry, and myself as well as other brothers, we camp further east, like probably like 20 minutes from where these brothers are at. But this guy somehow end up coming to both of our camps, literally to both of our camps, and asking for money and portraying himself as if he was sincere and really going through whatever it is that he explained he was going through, but when we found out that he went to both of our camps, we're like, wait, this guy said the same shit to us. He was just basically talking shit. So whether he's an agent or just a coincidence, which I highly doubt, and he really did need money or not, which I really believe he didn't, the point is, it brought to our mind, like, look, we gotta try these spirits, man, because a lot of people are gonna come, in that vibration, sheep's and wolves in sheep's clothing, coming to you, like the scriptures say, even the devil has transformed himself into an angel of light, So in order for us to know how sincere we are, we gotta what? Try them, prove them. How do we do that? According to the scriptures.
Can I back you up? This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raving wolves.
And there you go. And that goes false prophets, false friends, false helpers, whatever vibration they're telling you they're coming in. We got to make sure that they're really sincere in whatever it is that they're doing, whether it is just a help or a profit and all that. How do we do that? Based on works, on action, how they act, all that, man. The scriptures say that what? Be circumspect, for the days are evil, So we gotta be on point. Okay, he's acting funny. He keeps asking these questions. Why does he always have to leave at this time? Look at little things like that and weigh them down through the spirit, And with that, you're gonna be able to tell if that person is really sincere or not. And if they're not, we're gonna be able to expose them, and they won't be able to do whatever they were planning to do towards us, whether to take us down, to use us for our money, or use us for food, or take advantage of our charity. We'll be able to put that to an end. Why? Because we're trying their spirits. Because I think you had a verse after that.
Oh, yeah. So, right here. Matthew 7 and 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles?
You see? And how are we gonna know? Because at the end of the day, their fruits are gonna be known. Are they really helping? Are they really prophesying in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in truth and in sincerity, for the right purpose, for the right reasons? Are they really doing this? Are they being jokes? Are they acting funny?
Can I get another one for you?
Keep reading.
Verse 17, Matthew 7:17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
See, and there you go. That, it'll be evident. Yeah, we got the spirit of Yahweh Bashimi Hawashai with us, so the Most High will guide us. To be able to expose these people that are trying to come in, toward in this ministry for the wrong reasons.
God, I got something. This is Sirach, chapter 27, verse 6. Verse 6 and 7. Sirach 27 and 6. The fruit declareth if the tree hath been dressed, so is the utterance of a conceit in the heart of man. Praise no man before thou hearest him speak, for this is the trial of men. So, anybody that comes up that's new to camp, we gotta try the spirit, man. All right, we gotta see the inward man of that person. You see the spirit, and not judge him based on appearance or how he's looking, but how he's speaking and carrying himself. If his questions are sincere or not, or he's just trying to supplant us out of some money.
Yep.
I got another one. This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. Oh, 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world, So you got to try these spirits, you see? Because not everyone's going to be sincere and honest and true. You see, the Lord's only coming back to save a small number and elect. Those who remain of the house of Israel, man, starting with the 144,000 and the 1/3. All right, but 2/3 and the heathens, they're totally against us, man. So when they come up, they have a hidden agenda, or they're just on some bullshit, wanting to be entertained or not. But that's why you got to try them, because it could, one of them could be the elect, and they just don't know the truth right now until you plant that seed, and then they go home and do their research and read and do their due diligence. The Lord, does the increase from there if it's one of the elect, you know what I'm saying? So we could have situations like that, but we gotta try all the spirits, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know this word, man. And we got Yahweh Bashimi Hawashai with us. So hey, if we do that and we do try him and he is on some bullshit, whoever it may be, then hey, the Lord is gonna work it out to where this individual gets exposed, man. If you could skip down to verse 6.
Oh, 1 John? Okay. 1 John chapter 4, verse 6. We are of the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not us.
Right. So if somebody is coming in truth and sincerity, they're gonna do the things. They're gonna do things according to the scriptures. They're gonna be charitable. They are gonna help us out. They are gonna listen and follow orders. Be in order. They're not gonna be sneaky and ask weird questions. Things like that. It says, why? Because what? Because he's of Yahweh and he hears us. Why? Because we're his prophets. Go ahead.
Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error.
All right. And whoever doesn't, is going to go some way. It's going to be iffy. He's going to be questionable. But that's how we're able to discern. And then, we're going to know, like, okay, this nigga has the spirit of error. This guy has the spirit of truth. This guy is sincere. Let him join us. Let him come with us. Let him deal with us. This guy's not. Get him out of here. Mm-hmm. We got to do that according to as the scriptures say, man. You don't want a wolf inside your congregation, man, because hey, shit, that could, start a lot of discourse. You know, you could have, hey, shit, that could be, a brother in his life. That could be your own brother in his life. And the days were coming, and you best believe that Esau Edom is sending somebody out here to try to do something against us, try to figure out something of us that he could use against us. That's what the scriptures say. What, be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. You know, they be circumspect, not as fools but as wise, because the days are evil. You know, that's how we gotta move, man. You know, if we have to prove men already, if they're really sincere about coming to this truth, how much more now in the end, man? You know. I'm gonna get on that occasion on John 6:22. It says, the day following, when the people which stood on the other side of the sea saw that there was none other boat there, save the one whereunto his disciples were entered, and that Yahushua went not with his disciples into the boat, but that his disciples were gone away alone. Howbeit there came other boats from Tiberias, nigh unto the place where they did eat bread after that the Lord had given thanks. It says, when the people therefore saw that Yahushua was not there, neither his disciples, they also took shipping and came to Capernaum, seeking for Yahushua. So they seen that they weren't there. They left in the last boat. More boats came where they had eaten, so they took sail on those boats to try to look for him, right? It says, and when they found him on the other side of the sea, they said unto him, Rabbi, when comest thou hither? In that pseudo humble spirit, man, in that fake spirit. They weren't worried of why he came over there. They weren't worried about the miracles. They weren't worried about hearing the truth. They were worried about eating again, man. Physical food, man. They were there for the wrong reasons. It says, Yahushua answered them and said, Verily, verily, meaning truly, I say unto you, ye seek me not because ye saw the miracles, but because ye did eat of the loaves and were filled. You see? So they were in the wrong spirit. They were in the spirit of error. They were coming to him in the wrong, spirit. So what? Yahushua discerning, Yahushua proving them, Yahushua trying them. He told them what it was. Like, look, no, you're really coming for this. You're not here for in sincerity to hear the word and to be part of this ministry. You just want to eat. 27, it says, labor not for the meat which perisheth, which is physical food, but for the meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which is what the spiritual food, man. Deuteronomy 8:3 tells you that this food that the words of his mouth that is not by bread. It's not by bread. Men do not live by bread alone, but the words that proceed out of his mouth. But
Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 3, and he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread alone, bread only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh does man live.
Exactly. And they weren't after the spiritual bread. They were after that physical bread would perish it. So we gotta know, we gotta try the spirits to see which men are really in here in truth and in sincerity for the right reasons, and not to try to try to be famous because now this Hebrew Israelite is a thing, so to speak, or try to take advantage of our charity, our protection, etc., etc. It says, I'm gonna keep going. It says, which the Son of Man shall give unto you, for him hath Yahweh the Father sealed. And there you go. We gotta try these spirits, man. And that was an example of that guy coming to the camp, because 1 week it was this brother where these brothers camp at, and the other week was where we camp at. And they're not even close by, man.
Right.
So hey, it's something's iffy about that. So hey, he brought in our spirits to what? Hey, we gotta try these people, man. Whether they're asking for money, whether they're asking, we gotta let them know, like, okay, see if they're really sincere. All that. Guess so.
Yeah. Matthew 6, we start at 19. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So when you're trying these spirits, if they're sincere, they're going to be looking to be fed, by the bread of life, Yahweh Shai. These words, man, these scriptures, man, because they are faithful and true. And a sincere heart, the elect is going to be looking for that. But someone who's trying to just get something out of us carnally, he's not going to have no interest. He's going to have his own opinion. He's not going to keep his mouth shut when he comes to the house of the Most High. All right? He has this secret agenda, and it was evident with this guy. When he came to our camp and then to this brother's camp, it's a week apart with the same story. It was clear something was off with this guy, man. Mm-hmm. And that's why we're gonna take heed, because here it is. We're at the very end, and we still have the influx to come. All right, but when the influx comes, there's going to be a bunch of 2/3 there too. So we got to know when to be silent. It says the prudent will be silent that time. There's going to be evil days, evil times. All right, so we're going to have to filter through the spirit, of course, again at that point as well. Because our heart, our treasure is what we're talking about, is this kingdom, man. We're speaking about Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai returning. We're always having spiritual talks amongst the brothers, and the elect are going to be seeking that. The 1/3, they're going to be seeking that like-minded, Akim.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Can you get prove a friend? Does Prove a friend.
Oh yeah.
This is Jude 1. And 4. Jude 1 and 4, it says, "For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation, ungodly men, turning the grace of Yahweh into lasciviousness, and denying the Lord Yahweh and our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach." And that's what we got to be on point. So, because there's going to be these crept in unawares, man. Trying to fake the funk and be in here for the wrong reason. So, hey, I was being on our P's and Q's. I was being in our watchtower and being circumspect. Hey, we're going to be able to pop them off. Like, nah, hey, this guy's been acting funny, man. This guy's been doing this. This guy's been doing it. How come you're always asking for money? How come you're always doing this? How come you're always doing that? So on and so forth. They're really there to what? The grace that the Lord gave us, they're what? They're using it for their own benefit. To fill their own bellies. And it's written, so what? These men are coming, so we gotta what? Hey, be on point. So these men will not stain our group, so to speak.
Yes, so they don't take advantage, and these damn demons. I got this one real quick. Sirach chapter 6, verse 7. Sirach chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Don't be hasty to credit him. He might sound all nice, come with smooth words, come with a charismatic attitude. Don't let that shit sway you, man. Still keep your integrity and and keep your standards.
Mm-hmm.
Let him be as friendly as he can. Through time, through certain tests, so to speak, it's gonna come out if he's really that or not. Hey, because you could only fake the funk so much. Hey, this is the truth, man. The truth exposes everything, man. You know. Hey, this is this is the light has come into the world, but men love darkness, and they don't come into the light. Why? Unless their deeds
Be reproved.
be reproved. So hey, you best believe that that if we do that according to the scriptures, there is gonna be made known that whoever is fake is gonna be brought forth. You know, is gonna be exposed.
Verse 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
And there you go. And we only want it like the Lord said, John 4, man. He said what the Most High looks for them that worship Him in spirit and in truth. You know. So those that come to Him must worship Him in what? In spirit and in truth. You know. Have that same mindset, man. You know. We don't want somebody with a different mindset in here, man. Because then as soon as shit hits the fan, what are they gonna do? They're gonna do the complete opposite, man. You know, Elder Malcolm always likes to compare this to what to like the 300 when they were together and they had the shields. Everybody holding it, you know, at the right angle, protecting themselves and the man next to them. You know, you don't want to have a nigga next to you, and as soon as it's time to defend, now you know that nigga's nowhere to be found. Now you're exposed. Now because he's gone. Now you fucked yourself over, you know. And especially in this day and age, man, they're gonna see that the Lord is with us. They're gonna see that the Lord is working with us. So they're gonna try to what take advantage, you know. Try to pretend they're friends so they could be cool. They're not gonna be here in sincerity, you know. So we gotta make sure that that we're able to find these men before you know it's too late, you know. Be able to expose them and put them on blast before what it's too late. You know, the Apostle Paul said what that he was crying, was it 3 years or 3 days in a row? You know, constantly warning Israel about these sheep, these wolves in sheep clothing. You know, that were gonna come and try to, you know, cause division and destroy the flock. You know, so that's what we're doing. You know. So it's so that well we may be on point and you know our flock will not get taken. No wolves may come in and destroy this, man. You know. Okay. You got anything else?
Yeah, there's a little more. Let me see, verse 9. Sirach 6:9. There is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue the day of thy affliction.
Right.
You know? Yeah, because you know, these guys they're only your friend because you know, they're benefiting something out of you. You know what I'm saying? There's something there in you know for them basically. They're not genuinely you know looking out after you. You know, considering or preferring you before themselves. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11, but in thy prosperity he will be as thyself and will be bold over thy servants, you know. So when you're doing good, like, you know, he's your best friend, man. All right? He's enjoying whatever you're going through, whatever you got going, you know, but it's only for a moment. See, verse 12, if thou be brought low, he will be against thee and will hide himself from thy face. Now you're in a jam and he's nowhere to be found, you see?
Here it is, Esau Edom coming, knocking our door down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now this nigga's over here tricking out all of us. You know, oh this is where they live. That's what, you know, this and that. You know, now if it's meant to happen, you know, because the Lord, you know, can make that happen to what to you know for a bigger something more important to happen. So because the scriptures do say that we're gonna be brought unto the nobles, you know, unto the governors. Hey, but that you know, that's through the Lord. You know, our job is to do the best of our ability to try to avoid all of that. If it happens, then hey, it's the Lord's will, and it's another reason for that. But if we could avoid it, and we gotta do our best to avoid all that. You know. You read verse 12.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to finish it off in verse 13. It says, separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. You know, play close attention. You know, play how men move and how they act and how they react to certain things. You know, a lot of times these men expose themselves and how they talk, how they act, how they move. You know.
Kind of, if I may say, friends go back to a brother, so, a fruit is known by its tree. Or, I mean, a tree is known by its fruit, Slakia. And, it's obvious, who are the men of the Lord by the love that we share and show to one another, as the scripture says, man. All right?
Say right. So someone who's not doing that, he's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Like,
Right.
wait, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
He doesn't belong here, So you gotta be holy, man. Separate from that shit, man. People like that are gonna get destroyed, man. We don't want to be around that.
Hey. So with that, hopefully your brother were edified. Hey, just stay in the spirit, man. Because a lot of these men are gonna come to try to take advantage of us, of this ministry, for whatever reason. There's gonna be many reasons why, and different reasons why people do it. But these things are coming. But hey, we got the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We got the light, so we'll be able to expose these men. So let's stay on our P's and Q's, and hey, like we just read the scriptures we just read, prove a friend. Try these spirits to see if they're really sincere or not. So with that, we're gonna end it by giving our praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Ruchakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharala that rule well, and salutations to you Akim, out there in the highways and the byways, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba. Don't take